Good morning. So yesterday I couldn't walk very much. The sidewalks in the street had slushy and ice patches, and I had to walk so slow that it just wasn't exercise at that point. And so today I'm back out. Streets are clear. I'm avoiding the sidewalks because there's little patches of slick ice here and there, and I don't want it to catch me off guard and I slip and fall. So I'm walking in the street. There's basically no ice on the street, and it's clear. We're going to get in the 40s today. So what I want to ask you today is, are you prepared to pivot? Are you prepared to look what's in front of you and see that it's something that can make you slip and fall? It's important that you can identify those things. That way you can deal with it. Let's take weight loss, for example. You're trying to lose weight, and for whatever reason, you eat things that you have told yourself you're not going to eat. Your mind's pretty tricky, and it plays tricks on you as far as what it's going to tell you that gets you to trip up. You're stressed, just eat that. It's quick, just eat that. You ate good all day, you can eat that. You've got to control that and identify when it's happening. Because if you can't master that, you can't get to your goal. You can't reach it if you keep letting yourself trip up and slip and fall. So just like I'm avoiding the ice patches on the sidewalk, I'm pivoted and I'm walking on the street because I can see up ahead there's slick sheets of ice in different parts of the sidewalk. So I'm not going to go over there and let it trip me up and fall. I see it coming. Well, the same is for your eating patterns. If nighttime is a trip up for you, and you know that that's a time that you constantly trip up is in the evening, then get you a buddy. Tell your spouse, don't let me eat after 6. Don't let me eat after 7, whatever the case may be. Don't let me have snacks. Don't let me, whatever it is. Maybe your spouse isn't supportive and says, well, you eat what you want. Or maybe you don't have a spouse. Maybe you don't have a significant other. Then call someone. Call me. I'll talk to you for 2 hours until that time passes. Because it's important that when you're feeling vulnerable and you know it's a certain time every night, a certain time every day, a certain time when something happens, you've got to have somebody talk you off a ledge and help you pivot from that sidewalk that's slippery. But it does take planning. You have to see it coming. Sorry, I'm kind of jiggling my camera everywhere. But yeah, you have to see it coming. Eating off plan doesn't just jump out and jump in your mouth without you knowing it. There's a process that takes place. Maybe you're cooking it, you're opening a package, you're thinking about it. That's when you need to call somebody. You call somebody before you cook it. You call somebody before you open that package. You call somebody the minute you're thinking about it. Because if it doesn't take place and take, what do we call it, like take hostage of your mind, it can't take hostage of your mouth. So you need to plan. You need to pivot. You need to have that support person help you through those times, because you do see them coming. You can't tell me that just all of a sudden you ate something that you shouldn't have eaten. Because, like I said, don't just, you walk in a room and it jumps in your mouth. You're opening a package. You're cooking it. You're driving to it. You're thinking about it. There's a process that takes place whether you want to admit it or not. There is a process that's taking place in your mind. So then you need to speak it out. Speak it out loud. Tell your mind you're not going to do that. So that's the second thing you can do to avoid slipping and falling. First is you tell somebody, whether that's significant other that's in the house, a kid, calling your best friend, calling your mentor. It doesn't matter. As soon as it's in your mind, you need to call somebody. And the second thing is to speak it out loud. I do not want that. I am going to be in the best shape of my life. I don't eat that way anymore. Whatever you have to say to yourself, to speak it out, because if you hear it, then you can stop it. You know, call out. Cookies are calling my name and I don't want them. Whatever you have to say to hear yourself. Ooh, there's a whole big sheet of ice across the road here. Okay. There's a couple of them, it looks like. Anyway, you have to speak it out. Because if you hear yourself, talk it out. I really want those cookies. Say it out loud. I really want those crackers. Those crackers are calling my name. If you say it out, then you hear yourself. And you can stop yourself. The third way, of course, is to have it not in the house. So that means that if you really wanted that something, you'd have to drive for it. Then that gives you a longer time to talk yourself out of it, or to phone a friend and have them talk you out of it. Because if you don't do something, you're going to eat it. So first thing was call somebody. Talk to somebody. Second thing is say it out loud to yourself. Third thing is don't have it in the house. If you know it's a trigger food, don't have it in the house. If all you have in the house is healthy food that you can eat, then you're going to be a lot safer than having stuff in the house that you know is not good for you. So, top 3 things of not slipping and falling that you can do to keep you on your path to success. Y'all have a great, blessed day, and go raw or go home.